Fast X Part 2 filming window revealed by Vin Diesel after 2 years of delays. Fast X Part 2 gets a new filming update from Vin Diesel, who confirms when production is actually set to start. Released in 2023, the 10th proper installment in the Fast and Furious franchise ended on a major cliffhanger as Diesel's Dom faces off against Jason Momoa's Dante. The franchise is seemingly set to culminate with the release of Fast X Part 2, but concrete updates on this film, which will feature the return of Fast X director Louis Leterrier, have been hard to come by. In a new post on Instagram, Diesel now shares a large update on all of his ongoing and upcoming projects, revealing there is a plan in place to shoot Fast X Part 2 this summer in Los Angeles. In between juggling this crazy schedule for the year, he writes, "We continue the fight to bring Fast X2, the finale, back to LA this summer." Check out Diesel's post and full caption below, which includes updates on his Rock, M-Sock, M-Robots movie, More XXX, another The Last Witch Hunter, and an MCU Groot film. One day after the Oscars and I was back to work early, helping my friends at Lionsgate answer the demand for the future of Calder, who first appeared in The Last Witch Hunter. While answering the question on when we can schedule in Xander from XXX. Also, Disney wants their Planet X, which some say is Marvel's most anticipated movie, haha. The film where Groot returns to his home planet. Mattel, one of my favorite companies, is getting close to launching the testosterone male answer to Barbie with Rock'em Sock'em. Obviously, there is Riddick, which must always endure for the die-hard fans. On top of that, I am directing the film about that infamous New York detective, which is pulling me to New York. In between juggling this crazy schedule for the year, we continue the fight to bring Fast X2, the finale, back to LA this summer. By the way, shout out to the Oscars for starting their whole show with a clip from Fast 7. You could imagine bringing film back to LA hasn't been an easy task, but we are doing it because it is the right thing to do. Anyway, what blew my mind today was someone sent me an article written by Alex Alvarez. Wow. This writer nailed it in such a big way. I've never expected award shows to see what he saw, but it was really special to see someone break down the art of portraying a character for a quarter century. The way he describes the different films is simply amazing. So let me take a moment to say thank you, Alex, for seeing and recognizing the arduous and often overlooked task of evolving a character before the world's eyes. What Diesel's update means for Fast X Part 2? While some of Diesel's cryptic posts on social media over the past few months have been interpreted as teases that filming on Fast X Part 2 had already gotten underway, it's worth noting that his latest post is still not 100% confirmation that filming will start this summer. His framing of the news as a fight suggests that it may not yet be set in stone. With the Fast X cast having to arrange their schedules, though more concrete updates could be arriving about the next movie over the next few months as things get nailed down. Fast X Part 2 filming getting underway this summer would fit with past comments from Diesel, who has made clear that he intends to release the film on the 25th anniversary of The Fast and the Furious, the first installment in the franchise from 2001. Getting production underway this summer would mean that the next film would be able to hit theaters in mid or late 2026. It also remains unclear whether Fast X Part 2 will truly be the end, as Diesel recently mentioned that he has Comcast in his ear saying we need 2 movies to be the finale. Our take on Diesel's Fast X Part 2 update. Fast X reviews were not glowing from critics, and the film, despite grossing $704 million, was a box office disappointment due to its massive budget. It's possible that, with the next movie heading back to LA, the Fast and Furious franchise finale will actually be a scaled-back, more contained film. Reducing the scale would mean a shorter filming window and less time in post-production for VFX, meaning the film could handily meet a 2026 release. With each new installment becoming more wild than the last, a return to the franchise's roots with Fast X Part 2 would be a welcome change. It remains to be seen whether the next movie will actually go to camera this summer, but more news about the end of Fast and Furious may not be far off.